it's before the bell. Podcast slamming all comers. Bloodlines, hot thighs, yeah, no runners. Boys Martin, J, and CT. Laid out for the count. 1, 2, 3. Before the bell podcast. Before the bell podcast.
Ladies and gentlemen, you have now tuned into the greatest wrestling podcast of all time. Who am I? Main Event CT. What is this? Before the Bell. All right. To my left, we have the legendary man who's about to drop his very own comedy special called Big, Black, and Nerdy. Ladies and gentlemen, the Urban Gladiator, Jay Washington.
I want to thank you so much for that rousing, amazing introduction, there, sir. Appreciate you. How have you been, sir?
Hey, man, you know, I also want to say thank you to...
Yeah. It's time to pod. In other words, a lot of people out there who've been wondering, they've been saying, who's the greatest wrestling podcast of all time? And I keep telling them it's Before the Bell. And they don't realize what we've been through. My back hurts. My back hurts from doing this podcasting thing. My knees, my legs. But I do it because I'm passionate about this. You're probably wondering who's out there, who's watching, who's speaking, who's talking. It's none other than Marvin Morrowans. And let me tell the people what we do here at Before the Bell. And this is what I want in the comments. This is what I want. We got our 5 stars. 5 stars. 5 stars. Pod Bell Pod. Pod Bell Pod. Pod Bell Pod. I want to see you out there saying it. I want to see it in the comments because we deserve it, damn it. We deserve it more than anybody. Because we put our bodies, our hearts, our families on the line to do this. Because that's what we do here at Before the Bell.
Yeah, man.
I
want to, you know,
it's a lot to really just. Yeah, again, I want to say thank you.
Bell ringers.
Thank you to the bell ringers, man. Everybody showing bells in the super chat, man. We appreciate everyone there.
Super chats. We stopped the show for a significant amount.
Oh, man,
and we appreciate everybody for every single.
Also, everybody that's new that are joining us now, man. Shout out to everybody who's been liking our clips on IG, man, and in the comments and saying, "Yo,
TikTok,
I never knew about this podcast, so I know about it now." So I think
I don't deserve it. I don't deserve the clicks.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I don't deserve it.
Why did it? Okay, so listen, I want to address something. Maybe you was thinking about.
Okay.
Is it just me, or does Marvin Morrowans sound a lot like Mankind at a couple points? Going, have a nice day. Like I just.
No, I will give you killing the Kevin Owens.
Also, that part. Okay, but also, why does he look like he done ran in here from a child support case? Because
you've used that joke before.
Oh, okay. You look like you ran through. You ran through slavery.
Hey, yo, hold on a second, man. Yo, let me tell you something about Marty Morrow, boy.
He gonna remember something?
He gonna remember them roasts.
He gonna remember the roast.
And let me tell you something else. Hey, man, these clips have been going great, but you know, you're the greatest sport of all time because not only do you accept the collaboration, you be in the comments laughing with the people. Somebody hit you with a roast, you laugh. It's cool. I appreciate your sportsmanship.
You know what? You're right. You know what? You're right. I said that before, but also I just want to acknowledge how much water did you use? Because it's drying up already.
Well, it's sink water, and you know the LA County sewage system, it doesn't operate the same as a lot of other ones. So we have these moments where the way that water is supposed to typically evaporate and chaperone, it doesn't really do that in Los Angeles County.
Speaking of Perone, I want to tell you, I saw your pepperoni commercial earlier today when I was still in Highland from the show. I was like, yo, this is Mighty Marrow. I took a picture immediately. You're doing your thing, brother. Just want to tell you, man.
I appreciate that.
Pepperoni.
You definitely deserve that. See how you say you didn't deserve something.
Let's start with, first of all, thank you everybody putting your bells in the chat. Shout out to the bell ringers. You guys are on fire. We have hit 400 plus comments on YouTube alone from last week's episode. And it's because of you guys. We love responding to the comments. Please continue to keep them coming. Continue to keep the conversation interesting. We love that. Continue sharing the show with people who haven't seen the show before. And with that said, because you are Marty Morrow wins.
That's so hard to say.
We should-
Marvin.
Say it again.
Marvin Owens.
Yeah, see,
No,
see,
Say it
I'm
right
glad
now.
you got it.
not doing it.
Cause see, I was like, that didn't.
I was gonna call you Mayo because she got them hard to know.
Parlez-vous français?
We can work it. Let's
Oui.
start with
Bon
SmackDown
petit.
because you are KO this week, man. First and foremost, let's start with KO. This is how I feel, man. This heel turn from Kevin Owens is not necessary. He's been great as a
It
face.
is unnecessary.
This heel turn just feels forced. And when you look at the other opponents that are already heels, which are Austin Theory and Grayson Waller, who are big heels on SmackDown, either one of them could have got the opportunity and lost, and we'd have kept it going.
I think that's something we've been talking about here, and a lot of people have been talking about in comments in general. The fact that SmackDown does not have top heels,
Right.
and its top heel when he's eventually gonna flip is now on Raw,
Yes.
which is weird.
Smart.
It's smart.
Keep him away
Keep
from
him away
Cody.
from So now he's on Raw.
Now you got KO. This heel turn is going to be worse than Marvel 4 and 5 phase. This is going to be a bad heel turn.
You know
boy.
what? That's where I move my.
This is gonna be-
I know too many people.
This is going to be a worse heel turn than when you see a chick's ashy foot down there in the flip-flops.
What is this?
Gonna-
What is this? Boomerang? What
That's
is
a
this?
horrible heel turn.
But you know, there was a video, I believe, one of you, I think Jay, you might have shared it, or CT, one of you shared about Montez Ford, about the street
Yeah,
prop.
yeah. It was
CT, yes.
You know, I'm Team Montez, boy.
Yes.
because it made sense. The one, but go ahead.
So this dude, I wish I could remember the guy's name, but he was saying how the best way to push Montez and get a new heel on SmackDown and a new opponent for Cody is to have the Street Profits turn, have
Angelo
Angelo go
Dawkins,
for the
yeah.
US title and Montez go for the world title by them just destroying Cody, and it also being a thing of it's not about pleasure, it's about business. We've been, and even Montez in the show they had on Hulu with him and Bianchi was like, I'm trying to find my footing and make it as a star.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's the perfect way to do it.
It is. And it makes them not break up as a team, but at the same time, they're going their own way and they're handling business. This ain't personal. I've been here for years and I haven't even gotten this opportunity, that opportunity. And a chance to air out your grievances has always worked for every single wrestler that have been on the roster. The only person I didn't see it work for was Aaron Stevens, which aka
Oh,
Damian
Damian
Mizdow.
Sandow.
Yeah, so it was like when he aired out his grievances, I feel like his contract was coming up, and it was like, man, they didn't do anything more with him. But everybody else was able to speak, got it across.
I'm gonna ask a question to the both of y'all and to the bell ringers, and I'm gonna see how y'all feel about this. Using what you just said and what we've been saying about the Street Profits, how would we feel about seeing the Street Profits be a new 2-man power trip?
That's the thing. I don't need them to be I don't need them to have one path together anymore. I don't want them to break up.
Remember,
So that was when Austin
Steve
and
Austin and
Triple
Triple H.
yeah, but because they had Austin was the WWF champion, Hunter was the Intercontinental champion, and they were tag champs. And I think you don't want to see that.
Because here's the thing. Now we're creating the exact same problem that we're angry at with Montez and Angelo.
But I think I agree with what you were saying to a bit. But the reason I say that is like now you can continue to elevate them as heels.
That's what I'm saying. You
can-
don't need that. You don't need them to have 4 championships in order to tell a great story
No,
with
I'm
them.
not saying it just to tell the story. No, absolutely not just to tell the story. It's the evolution of what they can do.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, I think that. But
Bless you.
Thank you.
But no, it's just like there are different. I do want to see Montez do more.
Yes.
Absolutely,
He deserves it. He's a
he
star.
deserves it. They are now the number.
Both of
Both of
them.
them are stars.
Yeah, Angelo's on fire.
Let's also
Angelo's
do that.
killing it.
Let's make sure we do that too.
Yeah.
And I want to say that for myself personally, because a lot of times when we mention the Street Profits and we say stars, we automatically go to Montez Ford, which is just undeniable. But we have to acknowledge the dope work that Angelo Dawkins has been putting in for several years now.
Angelo Dawkins is a monster and he does not have to talk. I want to see Angelo Dawkins have a manager, not speak, just wreck people. Come in there with a hoodie. Because here's the thing. Let's be honest. Well, read that, please. I cannot see it because this camera's blocking it.
From Deuce Big Below, he says, last week, Marty was supposed to say, Los Locos kick your teeth. Los Locos
so why did
kick
they
your butt
from
into
Short
outer
Circuit
space.
2?
I guess so. I don't.
Deuce Big Below, thank you so much, man. Appreciate that.
That's what it was
Dawkins,
a gang and Short Circuit too.
Dawkins is amazing. I feel like the look of him being in a suit like Montez is not his thing. He's always said, I'm not that guy.
Well, you remember we saw with the Pride.
Angelo Dawkins come out there with a straight up Luke Cage hoodie on and do business. Wreck shop.
Which is what they did in that tag match, man. That was one of the best tag team matches of the year.
That was good. But nobody cared about DIY. And if you say you did, you're lying.
But even regardless of that, people were on their feet by the end of that match.
Yeah, because the match was incredible. I'm talking about when the music popped.
Oh, yeah.
They got no pop.
Yes.
They was like a flat Pepsi.
I don't think that. I think that pop it.
That's what
not even a flat Coke.
Not a Coke. No, flat Pepsi. Pepsi hit harder than Coke. That's a different conversation. But when you see it, it ain't got no fears. You know what I'm talking about, Mark. Pepsi's my joint, boy. Love Pepsi, man.
You know what? I hate that we're saying this about DIY because like when they came in into the main roster
with no pop.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Then
they got the tag titles and everybody was like, yeah.
They were the chips that Lay's throws away in the factory. Man, they not popping. Ain't no pop.
When you open the bag, it just
where's the pop? They like 4th of July poppers that don't make no sound.
You're just like, oh,
I just keep
pumping at the ground. I done ran through 62 of them.
Triple H, hey guys, don't worry about the pop. Okay. Don't listen to them. Listen to me. You guys are gonna get there. No, you're not gonna get there.
I think they can.
Okay.
We saw what they did in NXT. I think the issue with DIY is the way, because they got called up separately. When Gargano got called up, they just were like, hey, here's Johnny Gargano, right? There was no build up. It was like, oh, him wrestling will be good enough. And that just doesn't cut it anymore. If you want to just be like a guy who wrestles, go to Rampage, you know? But you have to have something that gets people invested. I think that's been the issue.
Like an aura, like a pop,
so
like some good music.
But here's the thing:
I think people had it, but they stalled. They stifled him initially with that whole Miz thing.
When he came up, he was okay. When he, I think, lost the NXT title, he had his presence was crazy. His last match in NXT, Triple H came out and Ciampa cried like he was like, "Oh, I'm ready to graduate." He came to that main roster, boy. Number one, you saw how short he was compared to everybody. That's number one. Number two, you were like, they're giving him nothing outside of just being a valet, essentially, like you say, for Miz.
Yeah.
Then you see him go through the whole trying to be face thing. And then it's like, will they, won't they situation with his tag partner? And then they were like, we're reuniting DIY. And everybody was like, who's DIY?
See, I feel like that statement, and I say this respectfully, is very dismissive.
It is.
Because we look at the NXT universe, if you will, because those are kind of, to an extent, they're two separate universes, the NXT universe and the WWE at large universe. There are people who have come from that NXT universe that as soon as they hit that main roster, you're like, yes, let's go.
Because they pop. Bianca Belair came. Pop City.
Yes, I'm not
Street Profits.
Well, let me. I'm gonna just quantify that. Bianca came in during the pandemic.
Pop.
But she shined through it.
And then Braun was like, they kept pushing, they would tease him in, they would sprinkle him in on Raw and stuff like that. So
he popped from his first time being on SmackDown.
I mean, yeah, because he was already introduced to the world, to the universe.
I'm telling you, I hear what you're saying. I'm telling you, when I can name several superstars that have come to the main roster from NXT because I still don't watch NXT currently like week to week.
Yeah.
But when I see somebody come up, you see that they have that aura. And when Trick Williams first appeared, everybody, whoop, they was giving that to him over Carmelo.
Yeah.
And it took Carmelo until the third week that he was on SmackDown to people start being like, all right, well, we'll see what's up with him. And his matches are pulling him over, but he was in the shadow of Trick Williams.
Speaking of which, can we go to this real quick?
Yeah.
The Carmelo Andrade series.
Great series. Pointless though, but great series.
Great, but here's the thing. Do we need, we talked about this when it comes to Punk and Drew, these grudge match series, and you're building that up. But can I say this? When they had that melee afterwards, at one point it looked like Andrade stole off of him.
He did.
Yeah. He just hit, I don't know what was said, because Melo was like, I'll beat you. I was like, yo.
I believe it.
Yeah. So I think Andrade doesn't like losing, so So I think something in him.
Say it again.
I don't. Why am I losing the match? I don't like something in him.
Charlotte got to be in the back. You have to lose. I know.
She would never be giving him that pep
No,
talk.
because she don't even be losing.
Exactly.
Like, my knee. He's like, Charlotte, can you take this? Can you get somebody, get Carmella in here and have her get pinned? I'll stay on the outside.
Okay, go. But I'm
Do it again, do it again.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, that is a not losing family right there, boy.
Yeah, man, but it's aura, bro. When you have a tag, I'll give you this. Austin Theory was not ready for the spotlight that he had, but we saw the aura on him. It's all aura, bro. Grayson Waller is not physically what you would think a wrestler should look like.
Oh, he's
but
definitely
he can
aura.
talk.
He is definitely aura.
He's got the aura and he can wrestle.
He makes you like Grayson Waller is one of the few wrestlers that makes you want to fight him.
Yes.
He's so
in
good
real
at,
life. Like, you be
Yes.
like, yo, I can't separate the two.
Yeah.
But he knows how to keep that heel character going, too.
Exactly.
He knows that, like, Austin Theory, they did this thing, and I think they were at a news station or something, and the kids came up to him, and then he kind of broke character for the kids. Grayson Waller won't do that.
No.
Grayson Waller is staying Grayson Waller. And, you're like, bro, I'll punch you in the face. Right. That's one person I never want to see turn face.
Right.
Like, there's certain people like, all right, let me see how their, transition
Like
goes.
Gunther. Well, let's stay on SmackDown.
Yeah. But I'm like,
But
that's one person. Stay heel. Because also, can we just get this breakup over with?
It's not going to happen anytime soon.
Yeah.
They're together for a while now.
Yeah. I think they've had so many breakups recently. They're gonna
We don't have to
But
stall
speaking
it
of Theory, let's talk about this, man. The theory has been debunked on Jacob being with Roman Reigns.
Man, because he beat the...
Woo!
Also came out with a boot on.
Came out with that boot. Super kicked him with that boot on.
Yeah.
Hey, Roman, he hit Roman in the corner with that dip. Roman face was like, what?
Man, I
Just-
dog walk your ass. That's
Yeah.
how Jacob
Hey,
be talking, boy.
that was the realest thing.
Dog walk your ass.
Hey, he hit Roman face was like, what just hit me? He's like, I don't know what hit me. Like, he ain't been hit like that before.
Yeah.
But also, they decided to...
Wait, let's read some of these. Security Moon, we are DIY. They need to change the music. The music is the only thing I like about them, to be honest. Jay the Smooth One, DIY, hilarious. WHY. The Beans 410, CTU lying because Bianca had no crowd. No, I'm not lying. Just because she didn't have a crowd, she still got over during the pandemic Thunderdome route. It's like she came out and she had the power, bro. You see this is what it was. Naomi was gone. I'm sorry, Naomi wasn't gone yet. So it's like Bianca was what they wanted Naomi to be. So you see Bianca come out and she's yoked, she's athletic, she could talk on the mic, she's got a completely different gimmick than any of the black women that have been on the roster before her.
Yeah.
And then you saw her going against somebody super small like Sasha, and you're like, oh, she about to dog walk her ass. And she did. So she had that from the very beginning and the get-go. And it was a great proving ground for them to have that during the pandemic. Torian says, Andrade Mello feud has been building both of them up great. I agree. Kenyon the Beast, Andrade is the man. Agree. Ari B. Gold says, Vince still hoeing Triple H and Shawn talents. I don't know if I understand.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Vince don't have...
Does he? I don't think this guy knows.
Vince isn't allowed in the building.
Yeah, I don't think
Vince
he knows.
has no say-so on anything. This is literally all Hunter and Sean. Literally, D-Generation X runs the company.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
Which when you think about it, they used to run a gimmick of them running the WWE,
Yeah.
and now they run the WWE. But back to Jake and Fatu.
Yep.
Do you think it's too soon to have the two of them butt heads? Because
No,
remember that
Jacob
was the
hasn't had a solo match yet. So it's like if you're gonna have a debut solo match against anybody,
Baker Roman.
make it Roman, because now your profile is up here now. Now you can't go back and face someone like an black guy, Apollo Crews.
Yeah.
You can't face Apollo Crews now because now you're seen as a main event guy.
So here's my issue with that, which I have no problem with Jacob Fatu being a main eventer. We said it on this show.
Yeah.
This is not a star. This is a superstar. We've established that
He was a star before we even heard his music.
before anything.
That's what I'm
I
talking
don't even know
about.
what his theme song is.
Fire.
Okay.
There's some fire in there.
Oh, I
I thought it was
okay.
actual fire.
Yeah.
And a werewolf just, that. But again, my issue becomes, and I think a lot of people get worried about the overshadowing solo part.
Oh, it's already done.
I mean, yeah. And so does this
Jacob is my tribal chief.
Oh.
You didn't hear it? He's my tribal chief.
I wouldn't tell that to them.
I wouldn't tell that to him because your tribal chief.
Man, I
got
dog
warrants.
walk your ass.
That's all you gonna keep
That's all,
doing.
that's all Jacob says. Have you ever thought him really talk?
Ooh, I'm about to make a name of myself.
About to make a name of myself.
And I'll dog walk your ass.
Man, I dog walk your ass.
I just, it's just, I'm happy. I'm excited for a solo Roman match.
If someone says that to you, let me tell you something.
Excuse me, I'm
care.
gonna stop real quick because we have a significant super chat that just came on. There are more Samoans in the WWE than Wayans brothers in Hollywood. Shouts out to Tyrone Handon for the super chat.
Thank you
y'all.
so much. And while we added
Yeah,
Jonathan Contras, they need to have a story with DIY in the U.S. title picture where they can get jealous over the other one and turns heel. I would be into that because at least that raises their profile, makes me care for either one of them, which I do not right now. But now let's talk about Blair Davenport and Naomi. Blair Davenport showed me something on SmackDown, and that is she's not ready. She's way too clunky still in the ring, and Naomi carried that entire match.
Yeah, I think that was definitely a styles clash, and she needed that win, and I think maybe she's still kind of nervous on that big stage. But yeah, and again, I think that's why they're putting her with Fire and Dawn, and trying to make something work with this sort of trios deal going on. But
Blair Davenport looks like she's Paige's sister, but Paige got all the pretty. Your face is what made me laugh. Let me tell you something, boy. You know I ain't wrong. You know I ain't wrong.
Congratulations to Blair for getting married recently.
Like both of them put out tapes, and then but only people watch Pages. Is what you said?
I didn't go that far.
Why do you do these things?
Out of control.
What?
Oh, my
This
God.
woman is someone's wife. I just learned. Come on, Jay.
You heard the last two words you said. Three words. I just learned.
Oozers.
Blair Davenport. I think she was supposed to be the SmackDown equivalent to what Lyra Valkyria is on Raw. But as we see, Lyra Valkyria,
She's fluid.
She's fluid. She works. That program with Becky Lynch helped her so much and got her ready for this main roster.
Nobody's done that for Blair, but at the same time, she's not prepared for that yet, man. It's like you ever go to the dentist and they give you Novocaine to numb your mouth, and you be like, "Oh, I can't talk well." And you're like, "Yeah." That's how Blair is like. She keep the Novocaine in. Why she talk like that?
It wasn't until Alicia Taylor introduced her, I was like, "Oh, she's from New Zealand," because I had no idea where
I
her
thought she was
accent.
British.
I did too.
Yeah. You
know
I had
why?
no idea where her accent was
That
from.
Novocaine in her mouth. You don't know what she's talking about. Yeah, you're from where? I don't know if I see that on the map. Michin is getting more TV time, and I love that she has a genuine feud, and it's starting to make you care about her because she didn't have that when she was rolling with the club.
And then whatever that fish she was wearing too. I want to
give her a shout out to her wardrobe.
Yeah,
she with Keith Lee, right?
She Keith Lee.
But he's sick, so I ain't.
His heart ain't good. So
all right, I ain't saying
what?
Jay,
what? His heart ain't good. You're wild.
Jay.
You can't say that.
You're about to be on a boat with these people, bro.
Yeah.
I tell him it's all love.
Is that how you think it works? When Keith Lee see you, he gonna say, "Man, I dog walk you."
That has to be the name of this episode.
Dog walk.
The dog walk.
And I just pop that mark in the middle of his chest like this. It's hard to.
Jay.
Oh my God. Keith
man
Lee. These are not our views and opinions. This is how
We're
Jay
fans of
feels.
you. We're fans of Michin. We love you. We love your household. Michin's sister. Shout out to her and Big E.
Hey, excuse me. Can I get
black biracial love? You know what I mean? Keep it going. Keep holding it down. I respect that. We all got health problems, bro. So we working on that in the black community, man. So Keith Lee, this is to you, bro. My daddy died of a heart attack, so I want your heart to be strong, brother. Don't worry about what he saw. He ain't gonna hit you nowhere. You'll hit him right back. I know it.
Okay, so
what? How did this turn on me? How did this turn on me?
Carmelo is like the little Bow Wow of WWE.
All right,
Or
please
is he,
elaborate.
No, is he Bow Wow or Lil Bow Wow?
He's
Romeo.
Bow Wow. He's
ICDC College?
ICDC College. No, I feel like he's that annoying because that's his heel thing now. Is like I'm him, but I'm annoying.
The backstage promo with him and the big three.
Yeah.
At least they watching my matches though.
Yeah. It was wild.
Y'all want to come to after party? What after party?
I didn't like that.
But the
Because
fact
it's
that
three
he actually did have an after party, which is
he?
crazy.
Yeah.
There are people who posted videos that are like, he was really having an after party about celebrating the match and stuff.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Yes. More of that. We need more of that.
They should have showed us the after party.
Yeah. Producer Mark said Jay needs that Snickers behind him.
He needs
the Snickers. That's
like he
behind-
has low blood sugar.
That's why he's saying that's why he's wilding out.
Oh,
It's
got
saying
it.
He wants to,
It's not himself.
Got it.
Yeah.
I thought it was like a diabetes thing. As you said the thing about the heart. He was trying to avenge Keith Lee. I'm just listening.
No, I
over
know, man. But that was an enjoyable SmackDown, though. I feel like there have been a few misses, but I said it last week. Roman needed to get beat down, and I see why they didn't let Tonga Loa do
He
that.
wasn't even on this episode.
Yeah, they say, hey man,
I saw a thing on Twitter and somebody said, why didn't nobody in the back come and help Roman? And somebody was like, did you see what he did to the whole roster
He
for 4
beat
years?
everybody.
Nobody gonna come to this help. Hey, you deal with that, sir.
Yeah. Last thing we talk about at SmackDown is Nia Jax having a stable of Pretty Deadly and Tiffany Stratton was dope.
Yes.
Because you've never seen a woman have a stable and it include men.
Yeah.
I love that for her.
Look, Pretty Deadly the musical. Yes, boy. Look, them was my tag team champions at one point. I knew it was gonna
You
happen.
still love them.
Hey man, look, I believe in I used to believe adamantly in Pretty Deadly until I found out they were all like glass and keep getting hurt every chance they get.
Well, no, only one of them got hurt one time.
Which one, the blonde one or the brunette?
I don't remember. They were one of them.
Yeah.
Oh, side note, real quick. Yeah, I saw it in the chat. Rest in peace to Afa from the Wild Samoans.
Yeah.
And much prayers and condolences to the entire Anawai family, man. I know y'all been going through a lot, having Sika pass recently, and now Afa and another member passed as well, I think. So prayers and condolences here. Just
Definitely love to the family, man. Legends, literally, Wild Samoans. This tree is there at the tip of this joint.
Yes, they are.
Yeah. Y'all think there's like a bloodline feud in heaven right now? Because you got Rosie, you got Yokozuna, you got the Wild Samoans.
Umaga just hitting the gate every time somebody come in.
Yeah, but he doing like the backsplash.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, that'd be sick.
You know what's wild?
Yeah.
I see your sneeze is still on that wall. I looked and I see that spot. I see your sneeze is right on that wall. Do you see it, Mark?
What?
Where?
It's right there.
This?
That's your sneeze.
No, I think that's because my head is wet.
Nah, man, that's that sneeze,
That
boy.
is not my sneeze.
That's
not a
not.
sneeze.
You got to get some Clorox for
And
that
he
one, boy.
sniffed it too to make sure.
Why would you
Just
smell a
sniff it.
Let's
sneeze?
see if it's a sneeze or not.
How could you?
Boy, been tasting that pepperoni, boy. You understand me? Who are your top 5 greatest heels? The pepperoni. He did a commercial. This episode is trash. All right, so
This is what happens when we start on SmackDown, now Raw, man.
Man.
Yeah, we all off.
so loud. Greatest heels of all time in WWE. Who are you guys' top 5? I'll start because I just sprung this on y'all. Triple H,
Yeah.
Stephanie McMahon, Roman Reigns,
Mhm.
Vince McMahon, Mark Henry.
Okay.
Is Mark Henry because of his recent comments, or
No. Mark Henry for his Hall of Pain run.
Oh, okay, yeah,
that
that's
was
fair.
incredible.
Yeah.
He didn't say nothing wrong.
I didn't say anything wrong.
He was defending his friend.
Yes, he was.
I respect.
Yeah, you messy, man.
Yeah.
You messy.
Well, I gotta be.
You got 6 sisters and 2 girl cousins. You are messy.
Girl, I told you. Yeah, they down the street. So y'all want to deal with that.
That's what they do. For the top 4 you said, absolutely.
Uh-huh.
And Def Rebel's entrance musics.
They're heel. Are they still with the company? Is Def Rebel still?
I think
they
they're
the
moving
guys?
to the new group now. Whoever is doing the new
Thank
introductions. But yeah, I think it's hard. The 4 you said are absolute. Because Triple H's heel run, he was just vile. Man, let's go to Raw.
I didn't even get my 5.
Oh, get your 5.
Y'all always forgive me, man. Y'all be like, hey, list these things, and y'all list them, and y'all just let me sit over here quietly, and I don't get to list my things. Well, I got things to list too.
We want to hear.
We hear
Thanks,
things.
guys. My number 1, Big Boss Man. All right, listen. There's never been another heel to feed someone's dog to them. All right. No one has fed a dog,
That's
a pet dog to somebody. Big Boss Man did that. He made fun of Big Show's dad, showed up at the funeral and drugged the casket with Big Show.
Never seen it.
Which, first off, Big Show should have been wearing leather pants to his daddy funeral. That was crazy. That was a wild.
That was a wild choice. What are you doing, Big Show? It's like a lot of leather.
What daddy is this, Big Show, for you to be wearing leather pants to a funeral?
What daddy is this?
Yeah, man, that's a wild look.
I like that.
Big Show's my number. Excuse me. Big Boss Man will be my number 1. Number 2, Triple H.
Yes.
He beat up Eugene, bro. He made Eugene bleed. That was crazy.
That's not. Here's the thing. When I say Triple H, I'm not just saying, oh, he was a good back. Triple H did some heel things for 20 years.
Bro, the introduction of that sledgehammer changed a lot.
Bro, Triple H was a part of so many storylines, and he stunted so many moments that you thought were supposed to be amazing. Let's go back to WrestleMania 2000. You thought The Rock was walking out of there with that title.
Yeah, you
For
did.
Triple H to walk out of WrestleMania 2000 as the champion, heel, bro.
Bro, WrestleMania 19, when he went full racist against Booker T and then beat Booker T.
And then beat Booker T. You know, go do your little dance you do.
Do your little spinneroonie.
Little spinneroonie you do.
Yeah.
That whole racist ass promo on Raw. With Ric Flair sitting there like, yeah, this is my boy. Just tell him.
I have not gotten over that. But yeah,
I don't think Booker has either. And he says
Booker's fine.
Booker's fine. Shouts out to him in Reality of Wrestling, man. Got their brand new venue.
My number 3, that's a crazy comment. I saw that too. My number 3 would be, who is this in the, okay, they're going crazy on me.
Oh,
Jesus
man,
Christ,
come
I
on,
ain't gonna
man.
acknowledge it. Number 3 would be Mr. McMahon. Or no, I said,
At least
Mr.
in a
Mr.
super
McMahon.
chat with something like that. You talking crazy.
Yeah, number 3 would be Mr. McMahon.
I think that's the difference between what the two of us have said.
What?
What two of you guys have said. You said Vince.
Yeah.
He said Mr. McMahon. There's a different heel. Like Vince in the back with the book is doing it. Mr. McMahon comes out, hey, Trish, what do you want to do for your career?
You're
like,
making this. I hate you when you do this.
yeah, I know you do.
It's trash. We've heard, and you're not trash. Just that impression is when you know what it is. When you ever eat like a burger from like Burger King, you be like, oh, this is a good burger.
Yeah.
And then you get taken to like a steakhouse. You're like, I don't really want no steak. I'm like, I'll get a burger. And you get a burger from the steakhouse, and you're like, I'm never eating fast food again.
Then you heard his Vince.
Yes, it's like Martin's Vince is like steak, and then you hear yours. It's like, man, it's a Whopper. Well, Whoppers are delicious, but I'm talking about
Salisbury steak is what I got.
But you got a great
Salisbury
Booker T
steak
though.
fits.
Yo,
do love your Booker T.
Yeah,
though.
Booker T is cool. I enjoy him.
But Booker had nothing to do with this moment. But I
that's
get
a
what
good
you're
point.
saying.
Yeah.
Booker had nothing to do.
Yeah,
Go ahead,
yeah.
continue. I'm sorry.
So Mr. McMahon's my number 3.
And I say that with love. I don't want to discourage you
I'll never
from
do
anything outside of that depression.
No, just
All right,
don't
cool.
ever do Vince McMahon
Please.
on the show.
Number 4, probably Right to Censor, because they took away so many moments of our puberty that we could have had.
And you know what? Let's go back, bro.
Hey, man.
Let's talk about it. I feel like look at where we are right now in
I
the
was just
WWE.
saying, they are ahead of their time.
They're ahead of their time, but at the same time, bro, yes, we were growing boys. But did we need to see the stuff that they were blocking at that time? They did us a favor. We were watching wrestling for the wrong reasons, bro.
HLA matches.
Yeah.
Look, there was a team that came out on Raw. I will never forget when they was just said the lesbians.
Yeah.
Speaking of which,
the stud line. Look, they
no. They calling themselves.
Oh my God, the worst name ever.
They call themselves the Pure Fusion Collective.
Yeah.
Yo,
What does that even mean?
listening to Pat McAfee try to say it and be with a straight face, it is hilarious because it's just like the Pure Fusion Collective. You can just tell he rolling his eyes every time he says it. Like,
Was really, really good wrestling women taken? Like, if you could come up with a trash name like the Pure Fusion Collective, could not have been better than Stud Line or the Sister Sister.
yo, the fact that Mia Yim started calling him the stud line online on
Man.
Twitter, every time they come up, she got a picture with her fingers
up.
down.
Yeah.
Me
And then
Petty, boy.
people started doing it. She was like, all right, I'm gonna retire it. And we were like, no, we're holding it down for
We
you.
hold it down.
Yeah, Scissor Sisters is great. I still they couldn't do that one.
Yeah, they couldn't do
yeah,
it.
you
you
Google that,
can't.
they would not come up. That'd be like the
Bronson
sixth
Reed doing that to R-Truth.
Hey man,
Oh.
that felt like a hate crime.
Because I thought it was gonna be Miz. I was like, oh, you about to kill Miz?
Yeah.
And then he just kept splashing
Kept
truth.
splashing
bro.
truth, bro. What happens though? What happens next?
As far as like the Miz truth or just the Bronson or all of it?
Everything.
Well, because I think it goes back to what we were just saying earlier about Austin Theory and Grayson Waller.
Yeah.
With that breakup. You can't do it, right? You cannot do this whole, that's the way you split up Truth and Miz now without having Miz turn on Truth.
It's just had them go their separate ways because
Because now
R-Truth
you
was
got,
injured.
he's injured, right? Just have
Got
them go
it.
their separate ways. Bronson Reed, I'm a top guy now. Yeah, bro, you a top. I just want to see them sacrifice an agent in the back. I need somebody to be dressed up, like an extra be dressed up in a suit. And when he about to splash somebody, they try to cover him and he get both of them.
Here's the thing. This is how I know that splash is truly harmful. He's a big guy and he doesn't have both feet on the ropes.
Oh no, it's just his body just
He
comes.
just has one on the rope and he jumps off and you can't control your body falling on someone. That's pain, bro.
I think he cannot. I don't know if I've seen any matches I've missed. Maybe you have. I don't know you or as well. I've never seen him just stand up on the top.
That's what I just said.
Yeah, like even in his New Japan career and all this other stuff, it's just that whole, all right, get this foot up and go. It's just like, oh God.
You just have to be prepared for that one.
And there's no way to take that safely, bro. He's on fire. And I love to see Bronson Reed unhinged. Monterey Jack is getting his just due. He is, man.
Here's my question: who does he take out next?
Great question. Who are all of our faces on Raw?
Dragunov?
Dragunov just got hurt.
Yeah,
so
you're right.
you can't like bring him back to get hurt again.
Jay Uso.
Ooh.
If Bronson does it to Jay Uso?
Which, by the way, at Fanatics Fest, Jay comes out with a blue Ulafala.
I said that to y'all.
Yeah.
This was an incredible shot. Something he couldn't wear on Raw because it would signify he's the tribal chief.
Yeah.
But
I'm
does
the
look
tribal
dope.
chief. Oh, okay, bud.
Okay, but
All right, buddy.
Priest losing the title might have been the best thing to happen to him.
Yes.
He's the first example I've seen where the championship made the man. Because now as a crowd, we're like, yo, I'll buy you as a face. I'm behind you.
All right, we got a bunch of super chats. Let me go let's go from the bottom up.
No, we don't need to read that one. Yeah, let's start there.
Wait, okay, yeah, that one right there. Randy Constant says, Demon Home. Devon, that guy says, been fan since his first catchphrase, block.
Oh, thanks, man.
Bad
Round of
news-
applause.
Round of applause.
Thank you so much.
Bad News Bucks agrees with you, says they need to change the name to the Sister Sisters. They're not going to do that at all.
Never.
Blaze God says Kevin Owens should be on the list of heels, especially what's it say on the other end?
How he debut.
Against John Cena while he was the NXT champion and Cena was the US champ. It's the problem with the heel thing. I think we all agree to it. You're doing this whole...
move. I don't need to see.
Yeah, we don't need to say that.
Yeah, I don't need to see us.
Please move the chat even more.
There we go. That's good. Right there.
We in the game
We
now.
in the game.
Yes.
Thank you.
I think with Kevin Owens' heel
No.
turn, you just...
going.
Yeah, we're not going to...
Oh, you're not gonna read that? What does
Nope,
it
it
say?
don't
Let me
matter.
read it. I'm not gonna read it out loud.
Yeah,
All right.
keep
Thank you so much
For your first super chat?
for your first super chat, man. All right,
Yeah.
go down to the bottom of the bag. Now, this is what I was gonna say, Martin. Believe it or not, I love your hair. I am not a fan of your hair in that pepperoni commercial. I was like, mine immediately. But I've told you, I'm like, this is fire. Don't cut the facial hair again. But you killing the game, boy. You're modeling.
Tyrone Handed with the super chat says, Truth will go away and come back and turn on Miz.
Ooh.
That would be unexpected.
It would be, and it would give him, but would that give him enough heat?
Also, they would have to give
I
him more
think you'd have to
music.
make him serious. You have to make him. What was that run where he was like crazy?
TNA. Oh, no. I want TNA.
Ron Killings?
Yeah, man. That's when he was a heel. He was speaking from his heart.
Yeah.
And we did see, what was it, an interview he did recently where he was like, yeah, I feel like I've pigeonholed myself, and he felt that he can't rise to a certain path of glory as a result of his current character or because he's been too silly. So I think
Where
that
was this?
it was something I read. I gotta find it, but
Bro, I would love to read that. Because
Yeah.
all I watch now, shout out to Cody Rhodes, Cody Raheem Devon. He could be your customer Rhodes. Let me serve you up. Let me serve you up. Oh,
You can have it your way. You're the customer. If you want it supersized with some loving on the side.
yeah, you got to hear that R. Kelly remix, but we can't because.
Ugh.
Anyway, so
I'm fighting for my life. I'll go.
I don't even know how to hold that.
Okay. I hold that, nobody. I don't know how to hold that. Hold that.
Let me tell you something. Somebody accuse you of hog tying, you hog tie somebody. That's not something.
But what if he was tying it like a shoelace? Because he don't know it. He's like, I don't know how to hog tie. I know how to tie. I just know how to like hog tie. I just
Got
even
both
know how to
hold
hold
rivers and
that.
stuff.
Yeah.
Where the rabbit is.
But when you look at what were we talking about? Oh,
Bronson
Cody.
Reed.
Wheatley Vodka. He does his interview series on
Yeah.
YouTube.
Yeah.
Incredible show. If you haven't got a chance to
He
watch
made
it,
Randy Orton cry.
he did.
What
but
that-
it's like that's how you feel. I'm glad they separated them because when Randy does turn on Cody, it's gonna break everybody's heart. Even though we're gonna see it coming, it's like they have.
Are you going to see it coming or is it going to be out of nowhere?
Oh man, Randy Orton is responsible for Cody Rhodes' career, and Cody appreciates it.
And Cody has never been one to be shot from that. He has
Right.
openly always said, if it is not for Randy Orton, I am not here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I think that WrestleMania match, because you cannot at this point do that match anywhere else to have the magnitude you
It's,
need.
it's
That.
WrestleMania,
It's a WrestleMania match.
and Randy has to almost win. Randy he has to win. Maybe
I can
he's the
see
one to
Randy
take
be
the
the one to
title.
take the title off of him. I can see Randy be the one. I'm fine. And I'm fine with that because Randy will be at 16.
He'll be at 15.
Wait, I thought he was at 15 already.
He'll be at 15. He's a 14-time champion.
I
that's
thought.
true.
Okay, yeah, I thought he was.
Cena was 2 up from him.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because
Yeah.
I know Cena's is for the record.
Yeah. Which technically he's already broken by him getting 16 titles, just like Ric Flair. But if he gets another one,
Well,
then
they-
it shatters it.
Well, yeah, they're talking about the time the record. They're like, he's got 16 like Flair. They were talking about getting the 17. That's the big thing for
but
them.
Randy, here's the thing for the WrestleMania card, bro. This is what I want for WrestleMania. I want to see Punk headline WrestleMania, but I
Yeah.
also want to see Roman and Rock. And I also want to see Cody versus Randy. So it's like you can't have 3 main events, even if it's 2 days.
But you can't. You could have 2. You can have the double main event on one night.
But that doesn't. That's not a real thing.
That's not a real thing.
Yeah,
You gotta have
I
the
mean,
one
the last match
That's
is the
just
last
always the
match.
main event. Yes, I understand that part. I think the level of what we're building to, no matter what, somebody's not going last.
Punk and Seth. These are my candidates for a headline match.
Saturday night.
Saturday night, I want to see I want to see Punk versus Rollins. Or I want to see Randy versus Cody. Sunday is only Roman Rock.
It's only Roman Rock.
So let me. Yeah, I agree to that. Also, but Punk at Fan Fest or Fanatics Fest, he did bring up him versus Stone Cold again as a potential match at WrestleMania.
And he was
41.
like, he's in Nevada.
That's not going to headline though.
That Punk in Austin.
That's
That
not going to
wouldn't
headline.
headline it.
You don't think Punk and Stone
That's
Cold
not gonna headline it.
would not headline
It's
night
not.
one?
It's not going to
This
headline.
is a dream match they've been
It's
talking
not
about.
going to headline it because it's not going to be a full on match. It's not going to headline.
They did it with KO and Stone
It's
Cold.
not. They worked around it, but that match
You
with
know
the two
what?
of them.
You know what?
No, you won't change your mind on this.
No,
Don't
that's
do
what I'm
this.
saying. I just said I want to see Punk versus Rollins, or I wanted to see who else did I say? I said Punk versus
You
Rollins,
said Cody
or
or
Cody versus
Randy.
Randy, because we know Roman has one of those nights. So take one of those days out of the
So
contention.
Roman gets Sunday no matter what.
So it's either CM Punk versus Rollins, which is a WrestleMania main event, or it is Randy versus Cody. If it happens to be Stone Cold being in the mix, and we know he's in Nevada, if that happens, that would headline, but that means that Cody would not headline a WrestleMania.
which is fine.
Hey man, hey, watch your mouth, man.
So what was? so,
You feel the disrespect. Hey
Yeah,
man, watch,
man,
hey, man,
watch
watch,
your
chill,
mouth.
chill,
So
chill.
the Beans 410 said Randy said he wants Cody to retire him, but didn't say when. So here's what I would do.
Yeah,
I would have Orton Cody at this year's WrestleMania, but it doesn't headline. Orton goes over, he could cheat, do whatever, but because it's not a like feel good moment or something that would lead to XYZ, it doesn't need to be the main event, the last match of either night. But the following year, I'd let him run it back, Cody Orton 2
Main event.
and then that being Orton's swan song. That'd be
I can live with that.
he's got 5 years. He just signed a new contract, so he's not going.
He could chill.
Nah. So how about this? Let me pitch you this. What if it's Rock and Cody,
Mm.
and Randy interferes and costs Cody the match?
So you want The Rock as the world champion again?
So what do you do with
Because
Roman?
that would set up him and Roman, and it doesn't have to be for WrestleMania.
Wait.
It could be SummerSlam.
When does Rock Cody have? Okay, so let me get this timeline
Yeah,
right.
get it.
WrestleMania next year in Vegas.
Pause.
Get it.
Wait,
That was on me.
what was
That was on me.
I didn't hear it.
I
said-
did, and I
I
realized
said-
what he. Never
yeah.
mind, we're gonna go past it.
Yeah.
So next year, WrestleMania Vegas. Where do you
You
want?
funny, man.
Do you want Cody Rock as a main or match, or Rock Roman? Which one do you want for WrestleMania?
Because of the bloodline story, it makes more sense because we're going to Survivor Series and Bad Blood. It makes
Yeah.
more sense for it to be Rock Roman. But
So where
by
do you
what
put
they've
Rock?
said
Uh-huh.
is it doesn't seem like they were going that route. It's like they were trying to make it be Cody Rock, which wouldn't make sense.
Well, there's an open-ended thing that happened from when he left on that Raw.
Well, I'm not even talking about that. I'm talking about just like going towards story-wise. He's running out of heels. This program with Kevin Owens is going to go into Bad Blood.
Yeah.
And then after Bad Blood, it's going to be Survivor Series with them just having a match. Because we know now he won't be involved in the Bloodline thing. Now you got Bloodline business, which is going to be the War Games match.
Mhm.
Then that's taken over that until Royal Rumble. Now we're on the road to WrestleMania.
Mhm.
So we only have, plus Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, which
We
is
only
in-
have 1, 2, 3.
there's no December PLE.
Right. So we have 3 pay-per-views before Royal Rumble.
Okay.
Wow. You know, we've also, in the context of this, we've taken out Drew McIntyre, we've taken out Damian Priest, we've taken out Gunther as possible headliners for WrestleMania.
They're taking themselves out.
I
There's no
don't-
way they're headlining
See, I
WrestleMania.
don't. First of all, that sounded so disrespectful.
They're not headlining WrestleMania.
Also,
You don't think Gunther could headline WrestleMania?
I didn't say
what's that-
Gunther. I said Damian Priest or
Drew McIntyre.
Drew
Yeah,
McIntyre.
what they're doing, their storylines, nothing warrants them headlining Mania right now.
Well, right now, no, but it's the summer.
Look, unless somebody, I hate to say it this way, unless there are some major injuries, there's no way Priest or McIntyre headline WrestleMania.
That's a fact. But let's talk about this. Judgment Day. They need a big man because Damian Priest was their big man. What if Braun was to flip and become a member of the Judgment Day?
How do you do that, though?
The way you do it
Yeah,
is
with him
Finn says,
chasing-
hey, big man. Your problem isn't with us. Your problem was with him, big man. Okay? Dom, apologize. And then maybe they appeal to him.
I love this Jamaican,
Jamaican
Irishman.
British super sale accent you get.
You know what it is? All I got.
You know
Hey,
what
man, let me talk to you real quick, man.
My name's Finn Balor.
Hey, big man.
Hey, yo, I'm gonna say this too. Kofi been wilding, man.
Kofi been wild.
Yeah, Xavier is not whatever they're planning. Xavier is not the bad guy in this
You
situation.
don't think so? Well, he's warranted for being
Now
mad.
now they've said it where it's like when he does turn, you now see it. I thought, like I said last week, before the Odyssey Jones thing, I was like, it's gonna be Kofi. But now it's all this, yo, we got Big O here, blah, blah, blah. And then God knows you just needed something to do with Karrion Kross. Hey, Woods, he's not trying to replace Big E. He's trying to replace you. And it's like, okay. And then you got Xavier Woods having that look. So then something happens, they lose the match.
Kofi would be a good heel.
He was the best when New Day was heel. Kofi was the best part of that.
Man.
Yeah, I just want to keep seeing Big E on commentary before the PLEs. I don't know what's happening to him. They just picked another big black dude. I don't know. I just feel-
But no, Big E gave the kudos to Odyssey Jones kind of being a part of that group. So I don't even think that would be the issue. In fact, I could I'm still hopeful that Big E's able to return. So I'd love to see Big E and Xavier versus Odyssey Jones and Kofi down the line.
That's a
Odyssey
WrestleMania.
Jones with dog walking.
Yeah, it would.
Bro. Odyssey Jones versus Big E.
But here's
Odyssey's going
Hold
over.
on. I don't want to. Let me retract that. I don't think he'll dog walk him.
Dog walking with a leash.
I think no. Here's the thing. Power wise, yes. Odyssey Jones.
Pepperoni.
Come on, man.
The name of this episode
I'm right
is
here.
Pepperoni, guys.
Pepperoni with a dog leash. One of those dog leashes that go around their chest and not their neck. Yeah, dog walking.
I'll get to Cam Wall's super chat in a second. I think, yeah, Odyssey Jones will outpower Big E, of course.
Uh-huh.
But Big E's technical in the ring, I think that's where he has the advantage. But that is still potentially, if hypothetically, if Big E's neck is cleared, that could be a WrestleMania match in itself too.
Well, Big E coming back, first of all, I don't think it's gonna be a while before he comes back because his bone needs to solidify.
Yes.
But if Big E comes back, we know his first couple of big matches he's gonna win. But I've always wanted to see Big E go against monsters. And the closest we saw was him going against Bobby Lashley and Drew McIntyre. And that wasn't really an all-out.
Didn't he go against Braun Strowman once?
I feel like Strowman was fired during the time. Well, unless you're counting when it was like the New Day against
the Wyatts.
Wyatts.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, like that.
Yeah, but I don't even remember if he fought Braun.
Neither of them were even in their prime at that point.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Shouts out to Cam Wall with Super Chat says, speaking of 16 times, do you think they let Cena break Flair's record because he is a true WWE lifer?
I think we will. I think Ric Flair, as legendary as he is, if he's the one who holds the record and he's the one that's been saying, yo, John is the greatest of all time, then let him be able to do that.
Look, they've sat there. WWE is like, all right, whose records got what? Where do they go? All right, let's break this record.
They
Let's
break
that.
every record.
They break every record they can. As soon as you, like, if you leave on bad terms, especially, like Flair kept saying, I'm retired. All right, now you in AEW, bro. What is we doing?
But John Cena said it live. He's like, yo, you're not going to see me in a wrestling capacity anymore.
He said, I'm done. He said, I'm going to still work with the WWE. I'm not putting on my jorts no more.
Yeah.
Which side note, CT, you were, we said that we acknowledged this on air.
Yes.
CT, you were correct.
You were absolutely correct, CT, about the fact of John Cena's retirement tour.
He did say it would be calendar year of 2025, ending in December of 2025.
We are both saying it. Myself, Jay Washington, along with Martin Morrow,
Yes.
Marvin Morrow.
No, this is Martin Morrow speaking.
Okay.
What if we started crying?
You know, that's the best part of that clip is that, and this goes to your brilliance. What? Oh, this goes to the brilliance, man.
You know, sold Mark.
Mark,
No, so
you know what's funny? Mark don't even give you a chance to give him props. He don't even let you get the sentence out. You're like, man, that's what's so brilliant about the clip. And he's like, what about the edit? So they're like, bro, if I can start the sentence, let me tell you something, Martin. For you to be roasted, and you can take this personally, when you get roasted, you help the bit. You go over with the bit, you added the tears, and then to say, man, you crying on cue, and you're like, this isn't on cue. That's brilliant, bro. And to be able to have that kind of shot as a solo is all thanks to Mark.
Yeah, Mark. Thank you, Mark.
You know, we would not be the podcast that we are without Mark, our producer. Because I will never call you that bullshit ass producer, yo, like you're an Asian businessman.
Yeah, behind every great black podcast, there's a that's the sentiment that CT wants to explain. Behind every great black podcast, there's a white man.
They don't even need to know his race. Damn it.
He's our...
Obafemi was there to confront Otis.
Yeah.
Obafemi is a beast, bro.
Yeah.
I would love to see Obafemi and Odyssey Jones.
I was just going to say, what if Kofi gets Odyssey Jones and Wood say, I got you, and get Obafemi?
What if?
Or Omos. That's how you bring
Who,
Omos
he's still
back.
under contract.
He is still on the contract.
He signed a 3-year deal.
What if
He just newly signed it?
Yeah,
But like before like everyone around him left.
Got it.
But what if? Yeah, what? Those two are available on the table. Obafemi.
Obafemi looks like the guy in a prison movie you got to get past in the revolt. Like when everybody's like, hey, but we got to get out of here. We finally got our shot. And everybody be like, that's Obafemi, bro.
Wait, the sad look. Obafemi's that one big dude that tells you, hey, I did some things on the outside, but my brother read this book.
Obafemi is the guy that Obafemi. Can't even get it out, bro. Obafemi is the guy that you are super small. And you be like, let's fight, man. And he's like, you got hard.
That reminds me of my son. You're like, oh, yeah, all right.
You know what? Most people wouldn't step up to me like that.
You got it, man.
This Adam Sandler playing like the dude.
Yo, Obafemi is that dude that if y'all were in slavery times, you'd be like, oh, he could go against us and get us safe. Immediately. Kingsley, what?
Yeah.
He was a first-round draft pick in slavery times.
Oh, man, we ain't going that far.
Wow.
You're not wrong, but we're not going that far, boy. Let me see. Ivy Nile turned heel.
Who? Yeah. I mean, you knew that was coming.
You knew it was coming. Never heard Pete Dunne talk.
Well, let me backtrack on that real quick too. Not backtrack, but what I liked about the Ivy Out when she said that promo where she when she was talking to Maxine, she goes, "I thought you'd say that." I was like, "Oh, she about to destroy this little
turn, boy.
Yeah.
But it's a good fit. It's like it's better for her to be heel when she's associated with the Creeds.
Yeah.
She's a solid in-ring performer, but she's someone that I feel this is why you need a secondary women's title, because I'm not going to see her take the title off somebody like Rhea if Rhea was still champion.
Yeah.
I'm not going to see her take that title off of Nia Jax.
Yeah.
Or Liv either.
Well, they're about to have the women's speed championships, so
What?
they're about to have a women's speed championship
instead of a women's intercontinental championship.
No, I will not say, because that is going to.
What are you gonna say, Jay?
Nope.
What's
Say
in your
it.
mind, man?
Come on, Jay.
You know what? I feel like.
We're at the end of the episode. You can say it.
Come on, rest color.
Damn right.
Yeah.
So the speed championship is going to be all of 7 minutes now. It's going to be the slowest match as possible because I've never seen any of the women move. Look, I know some can, but I think the ones they're going to put to try to showcase of that are not going to be able to do this bam, 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 bam that we're expecting.
The women
Carter
in
and
the,
Chance.
you said who?
Carter and Chance. Caden Carter and Katana Chance.
You know the ones you really love. The party
but
girls.
they're fast though. Is what I'm
No,
saying.
I know,
Yeah.
but you know, CT really loves Caden Carter. He's really a fan of hers.
I didn't know she's 37.
You said that like it's old.
No, I mean, she's not. I'm 36, but I was not expecting.
Yeah, I didn't know she was.
I thought they were like in their early 30s. Or
Oh
something.
yeah, like I thought. Yeah, Katie can. Yeah, she should have been like 32 or something. That's what I thought. I didn't know Caden Carter was 37. Oh, okay. You know what? So yeah, she's your favorite women's wrestler right now, from what you was telling us in our chat, and how much you respect her ability and former tag. Like you want her to have the tag titles again.
See,
My dog walk.
when you said he messy, this is
You messy boy.
How am I messy? How am I messy?
You said this in the chat, remember?
Yeah,
CT, when you're-
you somebody
Yeah.
that would like you would wait to hear something and be like, I heard they trying to beat you up. You were like, who? I don't be spreading names. Tell me who's looking out. You know.
Martin, what was that you were saying about Nia Jax though?
I ain't saying nothing bad about Nia Jax.
You sure?
Yeah, I love me some Nia Jax, but come on.
Nia Jax is the best.
No, we know how you feel.
Yeah.
But what was you saying about Nia
I
Jax?
ain't never said nothing negative about Nia Jax, boy.
You
Negative, boy.
I said I love me
Cause
some
he's
Nia. Yeah.
messy. He's so messy.
Shouts out to Blaze Guys. Super Chat says, Cody need a real rival that's not Roman. Who's that guy that you can say gave Cody a real fight and bring it out like Roman did? Again,
Ted DiBiase Jr.
Hey, talk about being erased from the history books. Cody and Randy be talking about legacy like it was just them.
just them two. Hey man, when we were in Legacy,
They'll
was
show like
great.
old footage and just zoom in on them. There's like a shoulder.
you were like, who was that dude? You're like, who was that? Who was that?
And they had hopes, like, if you hear Cody talk about it, Cody will say, he's like, yeah, everybody was just counting me out. They're like, yeah, this guy's going to be a world champion and this guy's going to do this. And nobody saw anything. And he turned out to be a dud even before he left the company.
And, you know, welfare scam. Anyway, because he's possibly going
Hey man, better when they had Manu and Sim Snuka. Do you remember that?
Oh, I remember
So
that.
they had,
when they tried to expand Legacy.
Yeah, so they had Jimmy Snuka's adopted son, Sim
Sim
Snuka,
Snuka.
who was also Deuce.
Yes.
Yeah, from Deuce and Domino, the like greasers tag team. And then they had Manu, who was one of the Samoan sons, but like they both were so trash, they got rid of them like within weeks. It was crazy.
They literally debuted. It was like a 5-person Legacy. And it was like, well, let's just go ahead and go back down to this 3. Ain't nobody gonna pay no attention.
Dude. Also, why didn't Jacob have the tag title with him? Because he's rightful tag team champion with
Because he had the
Tama
boot
Tonga.
on. Because he had a boot on, man. He got to beat Roman's ass. He ain't got time to hold no belt.
I bet when they were wheeling off Tonga Loa, he just kept holding it. Don't. I need my blankie.
Also, did you see how Tama Tonga, hey man, I love you. I'll do whatever for you. You want me to take out Roman? You're like, hey bro, chill out.
Let's slow it down.
I'm like, hey bro, chill out. Solo was like, hey man, I appreciate that.
Man.
But I'm gonna need you to
Solo's winning me over. I want to give Solo credit for stepping up to the plate and being thrust in this position and being able to carry it and make me not like him as a character, which is the job of a heel.
Oh yeah, Manu was Alpha Jr. Thank you, Michael Jones. in the
Oh
chat.
wow, I didn't know that.
He was Alpha Jr. Yeah, I think
Wow.
so. He had to though, because again, you know what's on the line. You know what this is about to set up. You're part of this main program, which Paul Heyman has even said again, where you think this is done, you have no idea where we're about to go.
I miss Paul.
When he comes back, that's going to be...
That's a pop.
I feel like he's going to take out Tonga Loa. You're going to hear like a pop and Tonga Loa's like, the other day I was drawing with my crayons, and then he's going to turn around and Paul Heyman's going to spear him. We're like, we're going to lose our minds, bro. It's going to be crazy.
I got peanut butter holding.
Let me tell you something. The only thing you need to take Tonga Loa out is a choreographed wrestling match. That's all you need to take him out. That's his kryptonite.
Somebody said,
be right here in 2 seconds.
Somebody said in the chat, Jacob forgot his injury. He forgot he was really hurt. Bro was like,
yeah, that boot was moving around. He damn near did his finisher off the top rope.
Yo, low-key, I was like, with the way he ran and did all that, I was like, is bro finna do this moonsault?
But shout out to Roman for selling for him, bro.
Oh,
He sold for him more than he sold for anybody.
You noticed that too.
Yeah.
You noticed that too.
He sold for him, making him a genuine threat.
But also the final image of SmackDown, again, love this production era they're in. The shot of the OTC laying at the feet of the new tribal chief.
Yes. Which also, real quick, we didn't get to touch on the main event of Raw, but Braun Breaker, he showed up and he showed out.
He's that guy.
My
shout out to
question
Sami
is,
Zayn.
Yeah, shout out to Sami Zayn. Great match. Question now is, who's the next challenger for Braun Breaker? And what do you do with Sami Zayn now?
This will be Dragunov.
It's Dragunov, Sami Zayn. Well, you deal with the whole...
He's killed Dragunov so many times, though, bro.
But he needs competitors, unless Ricochet's coming back, which I doubt.
Hey, man, come back as Prince Puma, bro. Oh, man, by the way, rest in peace to Samantha Irvin's thirst traps. She said she done. And Listen,
let me just... Samantha, we need you. All right? We are wrestling fans. Do you know what we get on a regular basis? We grew up in the late 90s and the 2000s, Samantha. They weren't built like you back then. All we had to look forward to was Terry Reynolds, the cat.
Yeah.
Oh my God, not the cat.
Sable,
she did us some favors.
Yeah.
Jacqueline did us a favor.
Jacqueline. Shout out to Jacqueline.
Jacqueline.
She popped the yam-yams out.
She popped the yam-yams out, man.
Over in London.
Yeah.
You know, Samantha, we've never had a queen and a sister that's like you naturally in the wrestling business, and we need you. Okay, don't go nowhere on us.
Please don't listen.
You remember Sable used to try to do that, like the most unsexily dancing ever. She'd be like, and we were like, oh, okay, we won't know any better because we're 9. But
we're 9,
so I don't think that's how you're supposed to dance.
That's what turned Brock Lesnar on. He was like, Sable, do it again. She, come in the back of this cabin in the woods.
We got to get out of here, guys. It's always a pleasure. Jay Washington, what you got coming up, man? What do you want to tell the people?
If you're in Chattanooga, Tennessee, I will be at the Comedy Catch Comedy Club in Chattanooga, Tennessee this Friday and Saturday, August 23rd, 24th. Come celebrate my birthday with me, which is next Sunday, which also next Sunday I will be dropping my special, Big Black and Nerdy, on my YouTube channel. So go to Mr. J Washington, MRJAY Washington. It is scheduled to premiere. You'll see it up there. Please show up, show out, show the love. It means a lot. And I'll say this real quick. The first couple of days of the views that it does really helps out in this industry a lot. So please, to all the bell ringers, everybody watching on replay, everybody listening, go to YouTube. Big Black and Nerdy drops August 25th, my birthday.
Yo,
my road.
What up? Just give me a follow on Instagram at Martin M. Morrow. I appreciate all the love and all the comments and stuff like that. I'm going to be in Chester, PA this Thursday. So if you're in the vicinity, come through.
Man.
CTZ.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to shout out everyone that has come up to me before I left that casino, because there was a lot of you guys in Highland this weekend at the Yamava Theater with Martin Lawrence. Always an honor to perform with my idol, and so great to meet so many of you guys who have been kind to me. This weekend, if you are in the LA area, Pasadena, I believe, PowerFicon, which is the greatest and biggest convention dedicated to just Power Rangers. We will be there. Martin is coming through. We're going to have us a good time. It's going to be fun. I'm extremely approachable. Can't wait to meet my fellow Power Ranger fans. I'm going to be moderating a lot of panels, all the fire ones, obviously. And we're going to have some fun. Outside of that, I will tell you the news after next week. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are watching a replay, just type your bills as the emojis in the comments. And also, please share this with somebody. We want to thank everybody who gave us a super chat because this is your hard-earned money, and we truly do appreciate that. We cannot grow as a channel, as a page, without you guys. And I also personally want to say thank you guys for helping us destroy the Nancast. Always a pleasure. We're about to do the takedown, guys. Have a great day.